All right, you are probably here because you want to weigh yourself out. You've reached 40 or you're beyond 40 and you want to see kind of where you gauge among the average American male. So with these tests that I'm going to show you in a second, you might have some good news, you might have some bad news. Chances are you'll probably have a little bit of both. Now, I chose these 4 movements specifically because they hit all the classic weak points of men that are 40 and over. So that's cardio, that's your grip strength, that's core engagement, that's your glutes, and that's just overall tightness as well. And the grading score will be tiered. So it'll just be tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So tier 1 will be bare minimum, tier 2 will be average, tier 3 would be top 6%. The 4 movements will be jump rope, single leg deadlift toe tap, third movement will be a dead hang, and the fourth movement will be a core rotational movement. So let's start up and let's see what you got. So like I said before, movement 1 is a jump rope. Now, why did I pick the jump rope? Well, I picked the jump rope because again, it hits a lot of weak points in guys. And that's one, just endurance, anything past about 30 seconds, most guys are very iffy on. Weak point number 2, and that's your calves. So most guys over 40, your feet are crazy weak, which is why a lot of guys wear lifts. So your feet are weak, your ankles are weak, and your calves are weak. Now what happens here is your gait changes, it starts to affect your knees, your back. We've heard of all the pains before, guys. So this test will be graded again on 3 parts. If you can skip rope for 30 seconds, that hits tier 1. Now again, guys, that's baseline there. Most guys are gonna falter between tier 1 and tier 2. Now tier 2 is gonna be to 90 seconds, guys. No tripping, no faltering, just getting right to 90 seconds. That's going to get you to tier 2. Now, tier 3 is what separates the men from the boys. That's going to be a full 2 minutes skipping rope. What this is telling me here, if you hit tier 3, is your calves are strong, stable, and have endurance to them. Now, guys, this is a crucial thing. Again, most guys' feet are so weak. So this is why I put this test. See where you stack up here. 1, 2, or 3. Jot it down when you're done. And movement 2 here, this is the single leg deadlift toe tap. So what's going on here is I'm testing this because again, it's so crucial for guys to realize what's going on here. This is going to test how your stabilizers work all around your hips, your glutes, if your hamstrings are tight, if your core is engaged, if you can just balance yourself off your feet. Again, pulling back to the first one, how weak your feet and ankles are. So this is a really good unilateral movement here. Tier 1 is going to be if you can just with control, go down, touch your toe with the opposite hand. You're going to go down with control. You're going to come back up with control. That's 1 rep. Can you get to 5? Now, the option here for tier 1 is that's the foot that's swinging back, the leg that's swinging back, that can touch the ground when the rep is done. Tier 2 is, can you give me 10 reps now where the swing leg does not touch? So now you're going to be going again, down with control, coming up with control, keeping that swing leg nice and long. So try not to crunch it up, try not to bend the knee too much. A nice long pendulum there. Can you get to 10 reps without touching that foot? That's tier 2. Now, tier 3, now try to get 8 reps with your eyes closed. Now, guys, when you do this, obviously be careful of your surroundings, what's around you. Do this movement with plenty of space around you, but it becomes a compounding effect. It's going to get harder and harder with the more brain-muscle connection here, especially when you close your eyes. You're probably going to get humbled pretty well here. But again, tier 3 is going to be, give me 8 reps, eyes closed, touch that toe, swing leg stays off the ground. Moving along here, movement 3 is going to be just a dead hang. You may have seen people doing this recently. It is actually a great movement. One of the strongest predictors of overall health in men over 40 is your grip strength. Now that's all-cause mortality and just overall health. So this is a fundamental testing movement here and also a great exercise. And side note, if you have tight shoulders, tight pecs, stuff that guys are classically tight on, the dead hang will solve that problem. So don't sleep on it. So tier 1 is going to be, guys, 30 seconds. Again, try not to jam up your shoulders when you're doing this. Just slowly, just breathe. Keep your shoulder blades down. That's going to be tier 1. Pretty simple, guys. Just hang here, 30 seconds. Tier 2 is going to be a minute. Can you hold a minute? I know it's going to start to burn. The forearms are going to start to burn. That's kind of the point. Keep breathing. Most guys are going to fail between that tier 1 and that tier 2. The tier 3 is going to be 90 seconds, guys. So a minute and a half. Can you last that long? And that's going to put you in that 6% top tier group for men over 40. And the final movement here, the 4th movement, it's going to be that rotational V-sit. So I want you guys to grab a light dumbbell. If you need to grab like very light medicine ball, or like if you guys can grab a 5-pound dumbbell, use that. You're going to be holding it between your hands, a nice straight back, again, hence the V-sit position. So your thighs to your back should be at about a 90-degree angle. You're going to hold that dumbbell way out and you're going to rotate here. So tier 1 is going to be, can you give me 5 rotations on each side. So that's 1, 1, 2, 2, all the way to 5. The point here is to not rush it. So the reason I'm adding this specific type of core movement is most guys are extremely tight in your mid spine. So that's your thoracic spine. That affects your cervical spine, your lumbar spine. So are you able to rotate and feel that deep stretch there while also keeping really good control of your hips and your spine as you rotate here, guys? So again, 5 aside is tier 1. Tier 2, you're going to give me 10 aside, guys. Again, form is everything here. If you start to slouch, if those shoulders start to hunch forward, if the dumbbells start to go too far down, if you're shortening up the movement, so as you rotate, you should be trying to do this as far as possible until you can no longer go in one direction and then change to the side. You're not going to rush the movement. So again, tier 2 is 10 reps per side. Same speed left, same speed right. And if you guessed it, tier 3 is going to be 15 reps each side. Obviously, this is way more of an endurance test now. Can your core stabilizers, can your hip stabilizers, can those guys maintain good form, good integrity while you're doing this movement? Again, that's going to put you into that tier 3, that's 6% top level men's performance. That is it, guys. I want you to do me a favor. Add up your points, comment down below, tell me how'd you stack up, and tell me which movements were oddly the hardest and which were easier. Just let me know below. I'm really anxious to hear. And if you guys need any help with these movements, you have any weak areas you need to work on, check my link below. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one.